started. It's going to be a dog fight. It's going to be a dog fight. For those of you watching my videos on the road to success, I lost 5 aunts to cancer. It's a dog fight. In the midst of my business, I lost aunts. I had to go to funerals. We had to get on a plane. We had to drive. We had aunts that are close to my age who died, who didn't have insurance. We had to raise money. A dog fight. I had cousins shot in stores, execution style, shot back of the head twice. It's a dog fight. Like, you don't see that on YouTube. You don't see that on my TGI. It's a dog fight. My wife, 3 years ago, 7 legions found on her brain. It's a dog fight. It hasn't been easy. It's a dog fight. The road hadn't been success. Like, it's just a paved road, and like E.T. go this way. It's been rough. It's been crooked. It's been hard. But I've made up in my mind that I will get a reward for the pain that I go through. I will not stop in the middle of the process. I will not be defeated. I will not be destroyed. I will take everything that happens in my life and I will allow the pain to push me to greatness. You will not break me. You will not stop me. You will not defeat me. The only way I lose is if I quit. It's going to be a dog fight. And so if you're ready to quit, then don't get started. If you're ready to quit, don't get started. If you're looking for this easy path, don't get started. If you think they're not going to close the door on you and say no 1,000,000 times, don't get started. But every time they close the door, I just get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I'm 1 yes away. I'm young, I'm 1 yes away. You can't keep telling me no forever. You can't keep denying me forever. This type of energy, this type of passion, you can't stop it. You can contain it for a while, but you cannot stop. This is life. And you can't defeat me. There is not. You don't have enough power. You don't have enough energy. You don't have enough strength to stop this. Contain it for a year, you might. 2 years, you might. You do not have hate, does not have enough energy to destroy love. You cannot destroy this. And so I'm telling you today, it's going to be a dog fight. And the sooner you realize it's going to be a dog fight. Okay, so let me just say this to you. So in America, right, and I'm sure it's the same thing here, but they're in our armed forces. Let's just pick one, the Navy, for instance. We just pick the Navy. Right? Well, let me tell you guys, this is good. Listen to me very closely. The first thing they teach you, somebody over here, help me out. You are in the Navy, right? They're teaching you war, right? What's the first thing they teach you? Boot camp, the very first, somebody tell me over here, just take a wild guess. What's the first thing they teach soldiers? Courage. Good, courage, okay. This side, discipline. So give me something practical. What's the first practical thing that they would teach you? Say it again. Defending yourself. Somebody over here. How to swim. Listen to me very closely. The first thing they teach you, the very first thing they teach you is how to respond when you have a jam gun. And number 2, how to carry a dead body. That's the first thing they teach you. They don't teach you how to defend yourself. They don't teach you how to swim. The first thing they teach you is when your gun is jammed. The first thing they teach you is a dead body, how to carry a dead body. And somebody tell me, why would they start you there? That's the worst case scenario. That's what you're not prepared for. That's what you're not thinking. You're not thinking when you go out there to defend yourself that your gun is going to jam. You're not thinking when you go out there that your boy going to get killed and you got to drag. You're not thinking that. So listen to me. It's not hardships that hurt us. It's not my cousin getting shot twice. It's not my cousin spending 50 years in jail. It's not my aunt dying of cancer. It's not my wife being diagnosed with 7 legions on her brain that will break you. What will break most people is you didn't prepare for that. So when you put all your little goals and all your little dreams together, it's not the thing that broke you. It was you never even thought about the fact that you could be broken. You never prepared. You never prepared for worst case scenario. And the reason why E.T. is standing here, because I'm prepared for it. If you know anything about me, I still lay on floors. I still eat chips off the floor. I still do some stuff that to most people is crazy, like, E.T., why would you do that? Because I'm always prepared that we may not live in that house one day. One day something might happen and we might have to go back to that. And if I have to go back to that, it's not going to break me. And so I present to you a diamond. Most women love them. And most men spend a lot of money on them. I'm going to say it again. Most women love them. And most guys have to work a long time to be able to get a nice one. The thing we covet the most, and for a diamond to be produced, it must first go through extreme heat. Extreme heat. Extreme pressure. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? For a diamond to be produced, it has to go through extreme pressure, extreme heat. And if that wasn't enough, what makes a diamond is the cut. So you are put through, if you want to be a diamond, you must go through extreme pressure. If you can't take pressure, then you're not a diamond. After you go through all the pressure you thought you could not handle and you think it's over, then they turn on the heat. Of all the stuff I've gone through in my life, eating out of trash cans, sleeping in abandoned buildings. The worst thing that ever happened is when I went to the hospital and they told me my wife had a chronic illness and she might not be able to walk one day. People say, E.T., ask CJ, it never broke me. Why? Because I've been broken so much. I've been defeated so much. I've been disappointed so much in my life that I know what it feels like and I can handle it. It didn't happen to me at 19. It didn't happen to me at 20. It didn't happen to me at 30. It happened to me at 40 after I had been through all the pressure I thought I could go through. Life said, you finished with all the pressure? I said, yeah. I said, let's bring on the heat. And then when I went through the pressure and the heat, y'all, I thought it was over. The Creator said, now you ready to get cut? You said you wanted to be great, son. You said you wanted to travel the world. You said you wanted to help people, inspire people. Then you gotta be a diamond. But listen to me very closely if you've ever studied the diamond. Once it goes through that type of pressure and it finally becomes a diamond, at that point you can't break it no more. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Once you get to that point, you cannot be broken anymore. And the only way they could tell if a diamond is a diamond or if it's fake is by applying pressure is how they tell. They don't just look at it, you think you just look in the thing, like I looked in the thing. They'll just bring it here, bah, put it on some glass. Bah, okay, it's real. So I'm being honest with you. I'm not giving you the 7 principles I'm trying to tell you the very first thing I want to tell you before we go through the principles. You say it's going to be a dog fight. And if you soft, this ain't you want to get out now. This is where you like, I quit. But if you're willing to say, I'm not going to quit, I guarantee you whatever success you want to have, you're going to have it. All right, so here's number 1. I apologize. It took a long time to get to number 1. Number 1, Denzel Washington. You must be very intentional and deliberate. You must be very intentional and deliberate. The stuff that you wrote down on that piece of paper is not going to happen by osmosis. You're not going to wake up one day and find a law degree. You're not just going to walk out of your house, there it is with my name on it. I'm a doctor now. It suddenly appeared. It's not going to work like that. If you're married, it's not going to. If you're married, I promise you, I've been married over 26 years. If you're going to have a good relationship, you're going to have to work for it. If you have a business, you're going to have to work for it. If you have a healthy relationship with your children, but I've made up in my mind that nothing's going to stop us from having a daily relationship. I will do whatever it takes, make whatever adjustments I need to make. So it's going to be a dog fight, but I'm telling you from personal experience, you don't have to start with anything. I'm a living example. You don't have to have anything to get started, not even a daddy. No, I'm being real with you. Not a bank account, not a name, not a camera. We didn't have a camera when we first started. Not even business cards. We still don't have business cards. People say, how are you so successful without business cards? I don't know. We just say, here, take our number down. If you're serious, just here. Here's my number. Call me. So number one, you need to be very intentional and deliberate. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 things. I'm letting you go. The first one is you need to be very intentional and deliberate. And what I mean by very intentional and deliberate is, please, you have to hear this. I believe in rugby that both teams are professionals, correct? Listen to me, both teams are professional. Both guys have, started young and are all physically able to play the game. But what happens is you have one team that's good in spurts. You have another team that's dominant. Come on, hear what I'm telling you. When I say I need you to be intentional and deliberate, hear me, I want to paint the picture. You have one team that has the ability to score. They have the ability to do well. They have the ability to score on the opponent. What their challenge is that they can't do it, they can't sustain it. The teams that are dominant, all black, dominant, because they can do it from beginning to end. Right, listen to me, and they can do it team after team after team, right? They can do it over and over and over. They dominate because they put pressure on you from the time you start to the very end. Even when they're up, they continue to dominate. And your problem is you're not intentional and deliberate. You wake up on Monday and you might be strong, but by Wednesday, somebody told me, E.T., it's Wednesday, it's hump day. I said, I thought every day was hump day. It's hump day. I thought Sunday was hump day. I thought Sunday is where you really get started. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? You're not intentional and deliberate. You are hoping that the best is going to happen to you, and the best never happens to you. Listen to me very closely. As a Christian, I remember going to God and crying out and saying, I'm doing all the right stuff. I'm doing all the right stuff. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm finding folks' wallet, and I'm finding a way to get their wallet back. I'm not disrespecting females. I'm trying to do all the right stuff. Why am I broke? And God said, being a good person, son, has nothing to do with making money. That's absolutely, you're a good person, and you're going to be rewarded for that. Ask CJ, I can lose my computer, and somebody's going to send it back to me. I lose stuff all the time. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to lose people, but I'll lose stuff. It's not that deep. Listen to me. I'll leave money, not even in a wallet, just money sitting there. And I'll come back and somebody say, did you lose some money? I'm like, it didn't even have my name on it. I'm being honest. The Beats by Dre, I left them on the plane the other day, did some work, came back. I just randomly walked up to 48, exit gate 48, randomly just walked up and said, I lost some headphones. And he said, oh, are they black with red? I said, yeah.
All right, good morning, everybody. You're live on YouTube. Type 1. And hear me loud and clear. Type 1. First of all, we appreciate God for the gift of life, and it's a whole new, brand new week. Our week is blessed. First of all, I appreciate God for making you to wake up and sleep and wake up. You are not dead. So it's very important to always commit and appreciate God for the gift of life. So wherever you are in Port Harcourt, you are in Cameroon, you are in Dubai, you are in Ghana, Ivory Coast, you are in Kano, anywhere around the world, begin to first of all appreciate God for keeping you alive, and thank God for La Buena Vida, AIM Global as a company. Thank God for the masterminds. Thank God for the Vision King, our leader. Thank God for your partners, your uplines, your downlines, your junior partners. Thank God for your business, because we always commit our business in the hands of God. So I'm seeing the comment section. Just start from there. Yes, go ahead and log in with your full name, your access code, and where you are joining us from. Your name is Pastor James Eze. You are from Cameroon. Put Pastor James Eze, Cameroon. Your full name, access code, and your location as we take the declaration. If you are ready for declaration, say, I am ready. If you are ready for declaration, say, I am ready. I'm not seeing your comment. If you're ready for declaration, say, I am ready. If you're ready for declaration, say, I am ready. All right, so we are starting now with full force. So everybody put your hands on your chest. Okay, put your hands on your chest. Okay, put your hands on your chest as we take our visionary declaration. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, so please put your hands on your chest wherever you are, across board, and let's take our daily declaration. All right. I am a world leader.
I am a world leader.
I'm creating the exact level of my financial success.
I am creating the exact level of my financial success.
I daily attract serious-minded leaders who will do business with me.
I daily attract serious-minded leaders who will do business with me.
I walk in discipline and self-control.
I walk in discipline and self-control.
I succeed in life because I constantly help others to succeed.
I succeed in life because I constantly help others to succeed.
My thoughts are governed only by things true, noble, pure, beautiful, and authentic.
My thoughts are governed only by things true, noble, beautiful, and authentic.
Through my positive thought, I attract positive outcomes in life.
Through my positive thoughts, I attract positive outcomes in life.
A new cycle of victory, success, and prosperity
A new cycle
has
of
replaced
victory.
the old cycle of poverty and failure.
New cycle of victory, success, and prosperity has replaced the old cycle of poverty and failure.
I am blessed. I have no lack.
I am blessed. I have no lack.
Can we all repeat one more time? We are blessed and we have no lack.
We are blessed and we have no lack.
I have more than enough to give over and above all my needs.
I have more than enough to give over and above all my needs.
Everyone I show my business will join me now or later.
Everyone I show my business will join me now or later.
I am bigger than any challenge that comes to me.
I am bigger than any challenge that comes to me.
Let's repeat with so much energy, everybody. I am bigger than any challenge that comes to me.
I am bigger than any challenge that comes to me.
I am committed to constantly learning and growing.
I am committed to constantly learning and growing.
With God by my side and smart work, I will achieve all my dreams.
With God by my side and smart work, I will achieve all my dreams.
I am a visionary leader.
I am a visionary leader.
I am a visionary leader. Who are you?
I am a visionary leader.
We don't just learn.
We do.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Sam. All right,
Thank
good
you,
morning,
Augusta.
everybody. Are we all excited? Are we all excited? It's time to get your pen and your book because we're about to start the super cell meeting now. So if you are joining us now, just kindly do your accreditation, your full name, your access code, and your location. Full name, access code, and your location, where you are joining us from. Your full name, access code, and your location. All right, so I'm going to be bringing up an Iroko who is responsible for so many millionaires that we have today, a lot of millionaires, and who have sworn to raise thousands of successful men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, this early morning of Monday is we are glad to always learn at the feet of masters. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us prepare our hearts and prepare our mind to get knowledge that will transform to a tangible growth in our business. So please get set as we welcome the visionary vision king of the La Buena Vida movement. Ladies and gentlemen, is an elite global ambassador for peace, global ambassador empowerment consumerism. He speaks to honorables, senators, captains of industries. He's a man of vision who has raised other visionaries in thousands. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome one and only our leader, our mastermind, vision king, elite mastermind, ambassador, Obianepo Ukechukwu Esima. If you are on YouTube, kindly go there and begin to make noise, begin to rejoice, because this week is going to be a great week. It's going to be a week of abundance, a week of blessings. So rejoice, begin to rejoice, and show your appreciation for the sacrifices, show your appreciation for the selflessness on this comment section. You're welcome, sir. Over to you, sir.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today? Yes, I believe you're in good hands. You're doing well. All right, we're diving into today's training. This is going to be really, really eye-opening. I've thought this training before. I'm going to do it again. Very important. So, good morning. And this week is going to bring powerful success to all of us if we put the work. But first of all, we need to understand that in this business, we have to duplicate. And we've gone through one of the duplicating systems, which is the third-party recommendation. Well, today we're going to play on the holistic view of succeeding in this business. It's very, very important. So I'm going to run with it and pay attention. Now, there is a question I'm going to ask you. What lifestyle do you want in the next 5 years? I've noticed that a lot of people are being stagnated because of themselves. a lot of people are being stagnated because of themselves. They lack the belief in themselves. Therefore, they don't go out to do what they ought to do. They lack the belief in themselves. Therefore, they lack the power to execute. So people say, oh, I'm procrastinating. People say, I don't have the time. People say, I just forgot. Now, we've heard this over and over again. I'm going to keep saying it until you get it right. I'm going to keep saying it until tomorrow you hear it from another person and you're like, oh, that's what Ambassador was saying. Are you serious? I wish I had listened to him earlier. Guys, for you to get out of your shells, you need to do the mathematics of your life first. So this is the exercise we're going to do before I go into this. Do the mathematics of your life quickly. Bring your pen and paper, and you have to do this with me. Very, very important. If you don't do this, you will continue to struggle. Draw a line, right? And put 0. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We are about to do this. We're about to do this. Excuse me. All right, now you're about to draw the mathematics of your life. Okay, hold on a second. Now, 0 stands for 0 years. All right. Okay, now, what's the essence of this exercise? The essence of this exercise is to bring us to a place of conscious state where we can properly be grateful and open to the reality of our life. So at this point, you'd have to, first of all, identify where you are. This is 0 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, right? Because the reason is, if you get this right, you don't need anybody to motivate you, motivate yourself. Now, strike off where you are from here. Let's say you're 30 years old. So that means this is what is left from 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 to 100. That means this has expired. Do this mathematics, all right? Quickly, do it. Draw and then write down the scale and then strike off the number of years that is gone. Do it right now, quickly. Do it immediately. Draw it. Bring out your paper. If you're in the car, you probably might need to stop, because if you don't do it now, you probably may not be able to do it again. I told some people to do this before, and some of them allowed one day to pass them by. Until today, they've not done it. And the more you wait, the more you're going to be losing. So do it now. 0 to If you're 30 years, write down on that same paper, my 30 years have expired. Write it down. My 30 years have expired. If it is 20 years, 25 years have expired, write it down. My 20 years have expired. All right, so whatever the number, if you're 50, say my 50 years have expired. It's gone forever. It can't come back, all right? Even if you, no matter how you think about it, no matter how you ruminate and, get excited about it, it's gone for life. Now, once you've done that, here's what you're going to do, all right? Now, look ahead. So if it's 30 years, look ahead, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. I want you to specifically tell me how long you're going to live. Specifically tell me how long you're going to live. Are you going to live to 40 years, 50 years, 70 years, 80 years? Specifically, and you have to be very, very precise. Now, if you can precisely tell me how long you have to live, then please go back to bed, don't wake up again. But if you cannot tell me how long you have to live, and you're not sure whether it's going to be, 10 more years, 20 more years, 30 more years, if you're not sure, put it down and say, I am not sure. Yes, we have faith. We want to live up to 100. We want to live up to 200. But there's nothing wrong admitting that you're not sure how long you have to live, whether it's going to be 20. I mean, we had some news that some people were attacked. That will not be our portion by God's grace. And they were attacked, they went to church and they were attacked, some of them died. The bottom line is, we do not really, honestly speaking, no matter how spiritual you are, we do not know how many more years we have. That is the honest truth for every single human being. So that's what makes this mathematics very interesting, because you can identify how many years have expired that will never come back to you. But unfortunately, you cannot identify how many years more you have. So it's a bit scary, but revealing. Why is it revealing? It's revealing to the fact that, yes, if I accept this fact, then I would be grateful for the day I have, and I'll be more concise in executing and living a full life. I will plan for the next 20, 50, 100 years, but I'm going to execute and enjoy my execution every single day. Not because I'm going to die, but because I'm not sure how long I have to live. I don't want to die tomorrow. I don't want to die anytime near, but then I have to prepare for tomorrow and then live life, because God is the ultimate seer of the future. Now, this will help you live a more fulfilling and more productive life, because you understand, number one, I don't know how long I have to live, and then I have to make every day count. Not every month count, not every year count, not every week count, not every day count. Every minute must count. When you do the mathematics of your life, you begin to live a victorious life every single day. You don't hear me. Every single day you will not be sad. You will not be perturbed. You will not be rolling on the floor and saying, oh, I did not achieve this. No, enjoy the process. The reason most of us are not having success is we've not done this. Now, this is the beginning of the mathematics. It's a formula. It gives you that self-awareness and power over your life. After doing this, then you know that you cannot project of a certainty how long you have to live. That means you have to take power over your life now. All right, this will help you take power over your life now. Now, let me tell you what next to do. The next thing you need to do is you now write, let me clear this a little bit. You now write this. So make sure you've written down this, take a screenshot of this. All right? I hope you've done that. I hope you've done that. Good. Now, after you draw the scale, then write out your income. Write out your expenses. All right. Then, if your income in a year is 2 million, then write down your expenses in a year, all right? So that could be 1 million. Then the difference. The difference is 1 million, all right? Now, the expenses, so let's break it down a little bit. The income is what you make every year, all right? From your business, from investments or whatever, any form of income you have is 2 million. Now, expenses, every form of expenses you make, so you could start by calculating per month, then you now total it to in a year, all right? You could use your last year's experience and last 2 years' experience. It gives you an idea, all right? For some people, it's a bit, if you don't have a salary that you can easily calculate, this is how much they pay me every year, all right? And you have, so what you do is you calculate your monthly experience in terms of income, all right? So you average it out. So some months I make 100K, some months I make 200K, all right? So on the average, all right? So you could dash yourself 150K, because if you average, you need to get how much you make in a year, all right? Or use this first 5 months to also do that calculation, the first 5 months, all right? Now, this is it's for everyone, any kind of business, any kind of venture. But in this business, you could also do a 5-month projection, because 5 months is gone in the year. So you could do, how much have I made in this 5 months? If you're not the type that can project, right? Doing the existing exercise, like how much you've made currently, would help you to project how much you're going to make, tomorrow. So half of the year is gone. Half of the year is gone. So tabulate how much you've been making from January to June, January to May, all right? Then calculate how much you've been spending. So that means, okay, put down, now you have to be meticulous about this, very important. This is called the mathematics of your life. Put down how much you've been spending, haircut, put it down, making of your hair, put it down, lashes if you're a lady, and all those facials, how much you spend or you spend across the past 4 months of closing up to 5 months, all right? So you put it down. How much is your rent? So let's say your rent is 500,000 naira, all right, in a year. So we've done you're calculating for 4 months earlier, all right? Sorry, 5 months earlier. That's what you calculated. So you have to 500,000 divided by 5. So you know how much it would have cost you if you're assuming you were paying the rent every month. How much would have cost you in terms of rent for the past 5 months? If you have any other thing that you pay annually, all right, break it down into 5 months. Then write down what it is. Expenses in 5 months. All right, expenses in 1 year if you want to do a 1-year plan. If you want to do a 2-year plan, you could go back, all right? But then for it to make sense to you, let's use the past 5 months, okay? Let's use it effectively. And then put it down and then do the difference. Take the difference out of the income from your expenses and write down how much you have there. Now, watch this. Expenses are what comes all the time. Expenses are not what you want to buy. I want to buy a car. No, expenses are you've bought the car. But also remember, if you bought the car, put it down, then remember that you have to buy fuel. So how much fuel do you normally spend in a week? All right, I spend like 5,000 or 7,000 in a week. So that means in a month, how much have you spent? All right, that's 50K, put it down. So for 5 months, how much have you spent? Put it up. Please, as I'm speaking, you're doing it now. All right, but you're writing down the modalities. So that means in 5 months, this is how much you've spent on fuel alone. If you don't have a car and you take transportation, put on transportation, how much on average do you spend on malaria drugs and stuff? 2,000 naira. Every 3 months I had malaria in a 3 months span. Put it down. All the money you spent on drugs and stuff, put it down. Now, do the difference. And you get like, maybe your income in 5 months have been 2 million. What has been your expenses in the last 5 months? Put it down. Do the difference, maybe it's 1 million, right? Now, if the difference is 1 million naira, you now ask yourself the question, with 1 million naira, can I pack into my house, the house of my dream? With 1 million naira, can I buy the car that I'd love to buy? With 1 million naira, can I be productive and help people in the society? With 1 million naira, can I live the good life? That is if the difference that you calculated is 1 million naira. Because I guarantee you that for most people, the difference will be in negative, minus 500,000. Because for some of you, in the last 5 months, your income has been, in the last 5 months, your income has been 200K. In the past 5 months, this is 5 months, 5-month analysis. In the past 5 months, your expenses has been 750K. In other words, your life is in deficit. Okay? Your life is in serious danger, terrible deficit, that it is now staring you in the face. Okay? Your life is looking like Nigeria. And it's a bad one, it's not good. Okay? Yeah, now, if you understand this, it helps you to properly align yourself to what you want to get, okay? Now, what if this is your reality? It means that you are actually on a negative of 550. Negative 550K. With this mathematics in your life, you will know that you cannot drive the dream car you want. You will know that you cannot live in the house you want. You know that you cannot live the good life with what you are doing currently, with the activities you are doing currently, because this doesn't add up at all. 550,000 naira in deficit is bad. For some of you, you are owing. So add up all those things. The owing is expensive. So add them up. And you find out that your life is in negative. But now this will make sense to you if you also project to, in the next 4 years, in the next 50 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, whatever it is, what kind of lifestyle do I want? Because this shows you where you are. Then this is the first step, actually. All these things I've just shared with you is the first step. The second step is, where do you want to be? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? The third is what to do. What vehicle to use to get to where you want to go to? What vehicle? All right? What vehicle will take you to where you want to go to? Understanding that you're in deficit right now. What vehicle? And then number 4 is engage. until successful. Engage until you are successful. Engage. This is the mathematics of your life. And this is the most important. Where do you want to go to? Because if where you're going to is just to be a nun, you want to be like Mother Teresa, you see, all these things will not make so much sense to you. If you can bring this, if you can bring your income to like, if you have an income of 200,000 naira, then all you need to do is, because your why is to be like Mother Teresa. Okay, that's your why. So if that's your why, all you simply need to do in this your equation is simple, very simple, extremely simple. Don't bother yourself. All right, reduce your expenses every month to 70K. All right, you have peace of mind. All right, reduce it to 70K. Everything you spend in a month, 70,000. If you're making 200,000, right? So just reduce the income, right? But the only thing is that you need to also know that if this is your the target, right? We're talking about, let me see. We're talking about 130K. All right. So, you know, you have 130K extra, so you can save. You can be saving 100K. Yeah, put it in savings every month, and then just living on 70K, and life will be normal. Life will be okay. You know, if that's where you're going to. But of course, you cannot run this with, if you want to live a good life in sense of where you're going to. You want to have, you know, drive the best of the cars. You want to live in the mansion that you've always been dreaming of, and you also want to touch lives, not just, you know, having a good life. Good life is also about extending to help others. So you're looking to do that on a powerful, big scale, all right? Then this equation will not work. This equation will not work. So it simply means that even if your expenses, all right, even if your expenses is 700, let's say 800K every month, all right, and you want to maintain that lifestyle, it's okay. All right, it's even if your expense is 1 million, it's definitely okay. But you see, where you are going to will now determine what equation you're going to use. So if your expenses is 800K so far in 5 months, it means that in a year, it most likely will be hitting around 1.6 million, right? So don't bother about the expenses, you focus on the income. So that means you need an income of what? In 5 months, you need an income of 2 to 3 million. In 5 months, all right, for starters. Now, depending on where you're going to, all right, so you need to focus on boosting your income, and then give yourself a target that in the next 5 years, I need an income of 10 million every 5 months. Or in the next 5 years, I need an income of 20 million in 5 months. Yes. So now the question is, what can give me this incremental income? Which business, which vehicle? Are you saying number 3 now? Which vehicle can give me this incremental income? Because of my lifestyle, I want to live a good life, right? So, and I need to have an incremental income, even though my expenses is here. But for me to grow this income, I need to hold on and just remain on this expenses, 800K. Let it not be more than 800K every month. Now, this is an example. Your expenses may not be up to 800K. It may be 200,000, right? But then put a cap on your expenses as it is now. Don't go further. Then attempt to push your income further. So which vehicle will help you to increase your cash flow? Now, ladies and gentlemen, is it made clear this business can help you increase your income? All right. You have the business we do have incremental cash flow. It's not the money you're making this month that you'll be making next month. If you're serious and you're focused on the activities, it will continue to grow. So you give yourself the next 5 years, all right, to grow your cash flow by implementing duplication principles in the business. All right. Now, with this, nobody needs to wake you up in the morning. Why? Because you have already seen how many years have expired in your life. It's clear to you. And for you to hit 20 million in 5 months, all right, you don't have all the time. You are not sure of this skill. You don't know whether you're going to get to 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. Besides, if you want to drive your Porsche or your Ferrari or Maserati, it's best driven in your 30s, in your 20s, or in your 40s. Why would you be 70 years and you're driving a Maserati? You can't move fast. You're driving a Ferrari, you can move fast. I mean, you probably have a heart attack and die if you're in a fast car. So it's better you do it now. So, I mean, you tell yourself the truth and your truth will set you free. The problem is that your leaders have been attempting to tell you the truth of your life and you're not feeling it. You're like, I beg, leave me alone. No, you'll be living in denial like that. So I'm just training you and teaching you the source. I did this for myself. And ever since I did this, I've been on autopilot to increase my lifestyle, to increase my revenue, because I have done the mathematics of my life. You see, if this is where you're going to must be clear to you, even if you don't know what you want in the next 10 years, simply ask yourself, what's the lifestyle I want in the next 10 years? What's the lifestyle I want in the next 5 years? Do you want a lifestyle whereby you're not owing anybody again? Do you want a lifestyle whereby you are giving out to less privilege on a back-to-back daily or monthly basis? Do you want a lifestyle that you want to travel to Monaco? You simply enter a flight, boom, you're off to Monaco. Do you want a lifestyle that you want to, give your family treats every month? Do you want a lifestyle that you don't always go to the village every December, but then you go to Hawaii for Christmas? You take your mom and your parents to Hawaii, just have the scenery, have the fun, see the sunset behind the leaves in Hawaii, and then the beach of Hawaii. Is that what you want, the experience you want to give your mom the next 5-10 years? Do you want to be the one to buy your mom her dream car? Is that the kind of lifestyle you want? You have to paint that picture. You have to accept it. That's what you have to, first of all, get clear in your head. Now, once it's clear in your head, remember that the first step is to know where you are, minus the years that have expired, and write it out. 20 years have expired. And after doing that, you do your mathematics, all right? Your income, expenses, and the difference, all right? Put it on one side. And then what lifestyle? So the lifestyle of these travels and these experiences, based on your mathematics, the differences of your income and the expenses, can it get me there? The answer is no. If you have a job, it won't. That's the honest truth. For most jobs, can't do that for you. I mean, a job can, get you, you travel outside the country and you come back. They sponsor you and you go and come back, right? But a job cannot sponsor your mother as well and your wife and your family to go. It can't. So if that's the lifestyle you want, and you're trapped in this kind of income experience, then your life will be frustrated. You'll be living a life of frustration. So therefore, you'd ask yourself the question is, do I want to spend the remaining days of my onshore span of life in frustration? Whoever would have thought that this couple that got married on Saturday would die in the church they got married in the next day? Do you understand? Now, that is not to make anybody afraid. That's not to make you afraid. You don't need to be afraid. You don't have the spirit of fear in you. But it's to make you awake to the fact and the consciousness that you don't have a say on how long you have to live on earth. You don't have. But we pray for a long life, right? But however, let that long life be fruitful. Let that long life be what? Fruitful. So I cannot impose my where or what I want in life on you. I can only encourage you to live the best life because we are created powerful and in the image of God, and God's DNA works in us, and therefore we cannot settle. So if you know that you don't want to settle, and then you want to live the maximum life, then you need the maximum formula. So that means you need to increase your income. If you need to increase your income, you need to know which business or which vehicle that will take you there. Now, you don't need different vehicles in the beginning. You need one vehicle that will be successful. And then when it's successful, you don't move to other vehicles. And that's the greatest error some of you will make. You begin to look for vehicles. Okay, I'm doing this one. Let me attach this one. Let me attach this one. You dissipate your focus, and your energy is also dissipated, because where focus goes, energy flows. Now, once your energy is dissipated, you can't achieve anything of substance on any of the things that you have diverted your energy towards. Am I making myself clear? So if you feel that it is this business, whatever the business is, focus on it. You know, I keep saying this all the time, and it enters here and the other way for some people. But you see, I will never stop saying this, because this will liberate you forever. So once you know where you're going to, you now discipline yourself to get that income to that. You don't need anybody to push you, anybody to tell you to attend cell meetings. No, all those things are covered, because you are now vision driven. This gives you a comprehensive view of what you've done. In summary, is you've designed your life. Come on now, let's not get it twisted. Think about it. You want to build a house, you get an architect, and the architect draws a plan for you. You want to build a car, you get the auto engineer to draw a prototype, and draw the car for you, and you see it, the prototype, before you even start manufacturing it. You can't start building a house if you don't have a prototype that you're going to model towards. You'd have to see it, otherwise your house will just be wrecked. So why is it that in our life you think is different? It's not. And that's why people are missing it. Nobody's designing their life. This is it. You need to design your life, and then you begin to walk towards it, to bring it to fruition, bring it to existence. Now, the reason is the church, the religion is not even helping us, because a lot of us say, oh, God is the one to design our life. Oh, that is the error. And that is why when we say things like this, some people cannot resonate, and they're saying that, yes, it makes sense, but God is the orchestrator of my life. God is the designer of my life. But my question is this: if God is the designer of your life, and God is God Almighty, how come your life appears to be in shambles? Hold on a second, because today is a day of truth. We have to ask ourselves the truth. How come the Almighty God that you serve, the God of heaven and on earth, the God that lives in heaven where you have gold, if you feel he's the orchestrator of your life, the designer of your life, I agree, no problem. But my question is this: if God is designing your life or have designed your existence for the past 20 years, 30 years, then you must be serving a dangerously poor God, unimaginative God, or weak God, or perhaps useless God, because your life is not useful for some of you, not all of you. So, I mean, you need to reflect. Tell yourself, maybe I'm serving a useless God who does not, because my life is useless. Come on now, this is the time to tell us the truth. Or maybe God is big and useful and powerful, but maybe I'm not understanding how this God works. Maybe I've not been told that I'm the orchestrator of my future, that I think even the Bible you read says it in clear terms, black and white, and yet you see it and you overlook it. That I will bring forth the desires of your heart. As a man thinketh, so is he. The Bible begins to say such things. And Job says that that I feared has come to me. But God was the orchestrator of Job's life. So how is it that that which he has feared had finally come to him? Where does that put us in the equation of our destiny? It puts us in the helm of affairs, and whatever we think will bring about. That means if we think about the good life we want, we bring about it. That means we are actually the architect of our lives. But for religious people, it will be too tough for you to accept this. No, you don't need to accept it. You need to do a self-analysis, mathematics of your life. For the past 20 years that have expired, how has it been? In fact, go ahead and out of these 40 years, how many years have you been a Christian? How many years have you been a devout Muslim? How come things are messy? Is it that God is a bad God or God has forgotten you? No, God has not forgotten you. It simply means you have no design of your life. Simple. It simply meant that after 11 years of finishing school, my life was messed up. I was in debt. I was struggling. It was a wreck. It wasn't God's fault. I simply didn't design my life. I didn't know what I want. I just knew I wanted a better life, but there was no mathematics to it. Remember that anything that you solve mathematically has a definite answer in real life. You know, I said this before. Man had never been to the moon. There was no reference to say that man can go to the moon. You have never been rich before. You have no reference in your family, not even a father who has been rich before. But how is it that man eventually went to the moon, even though they've not been to the moon before? How is it that you're going to eventually become rich, even though you've not been rich or do not come from a rich family? Simple. Mathematics. By mathematics and the equations that was made available by aviatory principles and trajectory law, trajectory laws, through mathematics, they calculated how a massive object like a rocket would leave the Earth and then move at a particular velocity through a trajectory, and it will land in the moon. They did that mathematics in the lab. They have not built the rocket first. They did that mathematics, and they said this way it will be. Then it was from that mathematics that they now started building the rocket first. They started building a rocket that will leave the Earth and exit the atmosphere, the stratosphere, and keep going until it hits the moon. And they did a simulation in the lab. And then everything was being done mathematically. And then with the same mathematics, a human being now, a full-fledged human being, entered into a full-fledged, completed rocket that has been tested and failed for several times until they got it running, and the full human being entered there, boom, it launched, exited the atmosphere and the stratosphere and all the spheres and landed in the moon or on the moon through mathematics. Lamborghini, Bugatti, and all these fast cars, and any car at that, including the electric cars, were designed through mathematics. Some of you are saying, must there be mathematics? Yes, I'm sorry, I'm afraid so. For some of you who studied English in school, would you agree with me that in your 300 level, 400 level, there was the mathematics of English, right or wrong? Let me see if I can see you guys. Please, if you studied English in school, please, I want you to identify this so that what I'm saying can be corroborated quickly. Let me see those who are. All right. Please corroborate this. Quickly. Can you can you just raise your hand? If you studied English, you understand that it's what you call the mathematics of English. English language, they started using formula. Yeah. I mean, I could say this because I have a friend who studied English, and I saw the curriculum and I saw what they were studying. There were formulas, mathematical formulas in English courses. How English, spoken English, they had a formula. See, guys, mathematics that is why if you don't like mathematics, you are going to find it a little bit difficult to win in life. But you don't need to know deep mathematics though, but you need to be conversant with mathematics because that is how you design anything, including your life. And I just showed you the mathematics of your life here. Yes, Ibn prefix and suffix. No, it's more than prefix and suffixes. There's a real mathematical formula in English. So what does that tell us? It tells us that most people live their lives and die useless because they never designed their life. You see, when we design our life, then we now put in the life equation. You see, that is where the God factor comes in. When we're designing our lives, then we begin to also pray about it. And then, you know, even if you want the exotic life, the Lamborghini kind of lifestyle, the private jets and yachts, and then the next question you're asking is, okay, with all these things, how can I impact my people, a generation, and my country, and the less privileged? So you see, that is you now bringing the God equation into it. Come on now, let's be honest with ourselves. Money answereth all things, whether you agree with me or not. See, and money stops nonsense. Oh, you don't agree with me? All right. The richest man in the world loves tweeting. He expresses himself through Twitter. And as he was tweeting, for some things he would tweet. Twitter will tell him, no, you cannot tweet this. We are censoring you. No. This cannot happen. And he said, excuse me, this is my thought. I was thinking that this is a free platform. They say, no, you will not tweet it. And guess what? Because he needs to tweet his thoughts out there for people to be encouraged or to see his view. And this people are saying he cannot do that. It's okay, no problem. I will buy you guys off. And he bought Twitter. Now he can tweet his thoughts. Excuse me, if you don't have money, yeah, you can do that. Now, none of us loves terrorists. None of us loves criminals. But if you don't have money, you're also at their mercy. But if you have money, you can easily create structures to defend yourself and eradicate such things. Money answered all things, my brother. All right, now churches are now bedeviled with the task of installing bomb detectors, metal detectors. All those things cost money. If you don't have money, you can't put them in those places. So money answered all things. So why are you still quarreling, arguing with that fact? It is a known fact. Even your Bible says it. It's clear. So why are you having problems? The reason you're having problems is that you've not come to the terms that you need to design your life. And don't go and begin to bother yourself too much. Hey, where do I get the equation of designing my life? I just give it to you, the mathematics of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new world. Welcome to a new era. Because if you had designed your life and you've been seeing the lives of others who are traveling through our business, who are making 1 million and above through our business, because what happens is if you don't design your life, you give excuses for a bad life. If you don't design your life for a good life, you give excuses for your bad life. So you begin to give excuses like, oh, those who are succeeding in this business are those who are, they are the ones who started on time. That's why Ambassador Ronke, they keep on talking to us about Ambassador Ronke and Ambassador Didi, that they are having plenty sign-ups. Is it not because they have cars? Yeah, I mean, if I have a car, it would be easy for me to prospect and get a lot of people in my business. Oh, really? So what you're trying to say is that when they started this business, they started with those cars? No, they didn't. They started broke, like you, if you're broke. They started without a car, like you, if you don't have a car. They started single. In case you're saying, no, it's because they're married. That's why they are succeeding. When I get married, I will succeed in this business. Let me look for another thing. Well, they started without being married. They were single. And nobody was coming for them. Any guy that comes for them, they will leave because they were always busy. But today they are married. And they have their family because the right man would always come. So where does all these things come from? How can you design your life? Secret, before I close. The secret to designing your life is very simple. When they say it was a secret, I never knew how simple it was until I found out. And the secret is this. Write it down. It's the most powerful secret on earth that you may know, but you don't even know is a secret. Billionaires have used this. multi-billionaires in the world have used this across the globe. They have used this secret over and over again. They've gotten results. I am using it. That is why I'm getting results. Very fundamental secret. That is the secret that would help you to design your life. Help you to design your life by implementing the mathematics of your life. That is a secret that will help you to accept that you need to win every day. It's the most powerful secret on earth. Most pastors that discover this are powerful today. Politicians use this secret all the time. This secret is what I'm going to play for you. And watch this in full action. Now, for those of you who have your body intact, you are, hold on a second. You have everything you need, all right? You have arms, you have legs, you have let me see, your mental faculties together, all right? I'm gonna play this video. Now, most of you have seen different videos that look like this. I'm about to share the secret with you, but I cannot share the secret without showing you this. Watch this. Hold on. I want to bring this up. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Good. There we go. So I'm going to play this video for you. Everybody pay attention. Everybody, I want you to pay attention, right? Very, very important. Let me share my screen quickly. And there we go. Where are you? Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you go. Pay attention to this. Now, what you're about to see is phenomenal. Some of you have seen such videos before, but let this video encourage you, because once I drop this secret, run with it. This woman is the definition of implementation of the secret I'm about to give you. All right? Watch.
I don't have arms. It's not there. If someone underestimates me, I definitely try to prove them wrong as soon as I can. When my mom was 8 months pregnant with me, they found out that something wasn't right. Just by looking at the ultrasound, they saw that there were measurements that were missing. They ran a bunch of tests on my mom and literally told her that I had over a 90% chance of not surviving birth. Turns out that when I was born, I ended up being the healthiest baby in the NICU and I was fine. I just happened to be missing my arms and my legs were shaped a little bit differently.
Today we are going to talk about monkeys.
A lot of people, at least on social media, mistake me for being an amputee just because of the way that I look, but I'm not. I was just born this way. Almost everything that you can do with your hands, I can do with my feet. Because I showed people that I can figure out how to do things on my own, that made everybody want to encourage me to keep doing what I was doing. I remember being in elementary school, even in gym class, like I had literally the best gym teacher. He would challenge everybody to do things like I had to do them. So he would do challenges where people had to take their shoes and socks off just using their feet. And I got to be the judge of it. always tell me whenever I would see them in person, oh, your makeup looks really nice. And I'll be like, oh, thank you. Like, I did it myself because I already assumed that they wouldn't think that I did it. And their eyes would always get like really big and be like, oh my gosh, how do you do that? Like, can you teach me how to do makeup? So I was like, why don't I just start doing that and show people like, hey, look at me, like this is what I can do. When I tell people I have a fiance, I definitely get a lot of shocked looks. Some people that are very shocked that I even have a love life, let alone a fiance. They'll be like, oh my gosh, he's such a wonderful person. He's so great for being with you. And I'm like, thank you, but why? Like, why is he so great for being with me? Like, I know that's coming from good intentions, but why? Why is it good that he's with me? Like, he's just with me because he loves me and he doesn't see me any differently. I would be lying if I said that everything is picture perfect and I'm the most confident person in the world and I don't care about what anybody has to say about me and I'm just really living my life at a super positive rate, because honestly that's not human. Like, that's, nobody is like that. I definitely have hard days where I don't want to go out, I don't want to be on social media, I don't want to talk to anybody. I might be a little down sometimes about what's going on in the world, but that's completely normal. That doesn't define who I am. My disability does not define who I am. Like, I am who I am because that's just me.
Boom. I am who I am because that's just me. Ladies and gentlemen, the secret to the exceptional life that you will need to design and execute your life that you desire is this. Write it down. Write it down. It's a secret. Write it down so you don't forget it. All right? You are enough. Write it down. I am enough. I am enough. Write it down. I am enough. Come on now, I'm looking at you. Write it down. Write it down. I am enough. Boom. See, the day I understood this, I wasn't looking for people to accept me. I began to attract the people that are there for my assignment. I don't need to be accepted by the world. I don't need to meet up to any world standard. No, she didn't need to now. If that's the case, I mean, she would need to grow an arm, put prostrate arm and leg so that she can fit into the world, right? Now, guess what? It is because you are thinking that you are not enough. That is why you are not stepping out to prospect, because you think you're not enough. You think you don't have a car yet. So I'm not enough to prospect. My brother, you are enough. You think because you've not gone to school, that's why you cannot get results in this business. My sister, you are enough. Someone did not go to university. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not comparing you with this lady. I'm not comparing you with Sam. I'm not comparing you with me. I'm not comparing you with anybody, but I'm using this lady's story to let you know that you're enough. It's not comparison. I'm not saying that you should aspire to be like her and go and cut off your arms. No. I'm saying that you're enough. Now, think about it for a second. If she wasn't enough, would she have a guy in her life? No. So what does that mean? It means that whatever state you are, you think you are not fine enough. You think you're not tall enough. You think you're not outspoken enough. Therefore, you will not get someone who likes you. Nahi. There's somebody out there who likes you just the way you are. Just keep doing what you're doing. They will come to you. Oh, you think because you don't have a car that you can't run this business because they won't listen to you because they think you're poor? Excuse me. There are always people who will join you even though you don't have a car. They will still join you, even though you've not made the big money. But because you have the confidence, you believe in yourself. Think about it. That guy got attracted to her because of her self-worth, her self-belief. It triggered something in him. He said, no, this is somebody I want to be with. I've been thinking about, been dreaming about this young lady. Why? She developed a strong belief in herself. Why? She's enough. You see, when you know you're enough, your confidence increases. This is your world, and you operate in your world. And if you want to get to me, you have to enter my world. I don't want to be like you, no, sir. I can be encouraged by you, motivated by you, but that motivation is to build myself in my world. Like she is building as herself in her world, eating with her feet, doing makeup with her feet. That's growing in her world. So in your place of existence, you grow in your world. You don't grow in my world. You don't grow in his world. You get motivated from my world, but then you grow in your world. Why? Because you're enough. And then guess what? Draw the mathematics of your life, design it. Now, probably some of you might say that, man, it's tough, but you heard her. She said it. Sometimes she's not feeling good. She's not feeling up. She's feeling, down. What did she say? It's part of life. So when they have two arms, when they have no arms, life, there will always be that time you're down, but don't stay down. All right? What helps you to get up? Because when you look at your expired years, you see, when you design your life, you have all these things in front of you. So every now and then you just open the book and then you look at it. Oh boy, last year 35 years of my life expired. Get up from the bed. Get up and go prospect. Get up and go do what you have to do, because you don't want any more years to expire. You want every year to be productive. How can every year be productive? If you begin to look at every hour of your day, make it productive, do the activities, and guess what? It's only a matter of time, compounding interest, because every hour is being productive. Every hour is being productive. Before you know it, you've accumulated 200 hours of productivity that will now begin to give you the lifestyle you want. And if you don't even know where you're going to, how can you put in the 200 hours of productivity? It becomes challenging. All right? Any questions? Because I'm done. Don't worry, even if you don't do this mathematics now, somebody will still tell it to you. Maybe one motivational speaker will say it, maybe one billionaire will say it, maybe wherever, but whenever you hear it, remember where you heard it from first. But I would encourage you to start using it now, all right? Don't wait till you hear it again, because it's been proven that if you want the life of your dream, you have to design it. But what will make you design it is if you have money, if you're good looking, if you're handsome or pretty, is it? No. You can have all the things you want. You can design your life by simply knowing you are enough. That's all. You're enough. You can design any life you want and it will come to pass as long as you work towards it. So let's see. Ambassador Firms, hit me up with questions if there's any question. So guys, ask your questions. Ambassador Femi, help me get questions, or Ambassador Sam, in case any of you see any question, anybody writing any question, let's address the question quickly.
I'm checking. So I'm checking now.
So please, guys, this cell meeting is a day for reflection, because from Tuesday we enter the grind. From later today, we go back to back grind. Because as you're grinding, you know that you're enough. If this lady if she can eat with her feet, if they tell you to eat with your feet, can you? No. Are you saying she's building herself in her own capacity? But if you have hands and you have brain and you cannot use it, you're not living to your capacity. Why? Because you feel you're not enough. You feel you need something to make you enough. No, sir. You are enough. No, ma, you are enough. So here's what you're going to do. I challenge each and every one of you, as you've written down the design formula by using the mathematics of your life, if you've done that, this is what you're going to do. All right. If you're still finding it difficult to believe that you are enough, all right, it is coming from your mental programming that you think that you're not enough. You've had some people tell you that you're not enough. You've had some people tell you that you are short, you're ugly. You've heard some people tell you that you can't make it. Now, all those things are telling you that you're not enough. You've heard some people, you know, it could even be from your father. It could be from your mother. Things they said to you in the past, right? Now, those things are not true, because I could have said to this lady that you never have a fiancé. Who would want to? Because I wouldn't want to, in my mind's head, all right, I don't have a vision of this lady, Nicole, that I showed you in my head. So I wouldn't be thinking of, you know, having any relationship with her. I could be her friend, but not, you know, in a romantic relationship. Do you know that subconsciously, I would think that that is correct, that everybody would not want to be with her romantically? Because that is what has entered my subconscious mind, is now beginning to control me, and I think it's true, but it's not true. It's just my truth, but it's not the general truth. She has her own truth. So this world is by perspective. Now, here am I, seeing the same lady, Nicole, being romantically involved with a man. You see? So if you're thinking that you have to be in a certain way for certain things to happen to you, that's a lie from the pit of hell. If you're thinking that you're not enough, that's a lie from the pit of hell. It's just a programming that you have. So what do? Remove this programming and reprogram. How do you do it? Begin to speak every single day for the next 90 days. Any day you forget it, do it. What do you speak? I'm enough, 50 times. Wake up in the morning, I'm enough, 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 I am enough, I'm enough. If you say I am enough 50 times, and it takes you less than 1 second to say I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, you can say I am enough 3 times in 1 second. How many seconds make a minute? 60 seconds. It means you can say I am enough 50 times in less than 1 minute. So you might say, oh, that's too long ago. Can I be saying that every day? Then you're not ready to live this life. You just want to remain existing and die useless. So if you're ready to live this life, let's reprogram your mind. And how do you do that? I'm going to tell you the easiest way. It takes time, but it will happen. Simply reiterate, I am enough 50 times every day for 90 days. It enters, what we're doing is for it to enter your subconscious mind. But you see what will begin to happen before the expiration of the 90 days. As you're saying it, is entering your subconscious mind, is entering. Once it hits, boom, 90 days. Sometimes it happens in 60 days. Because repetition breeds programming. Now, 90 days, I'm sure. But because you're repeating it 50 times in a day, what you can do is you do it twice in a day. In the morning when you wake up, in the evening before you go to bed. So instead of it taking you 90 days, it might actually take you less than 60 days for it to begin to control you, for it to lock into your subconscious mind. And guess what? It now becomes your new truth. Since your existing truth is that you're not enough, Abi, let's see what will happen when you replace that you're not enough, that concept, replace it with that you are enough. Let's see what will begin to control you. I guarantee you, anywhere you enter, you walk with your head high, shoulders high, chest out, and you say, give me a bottle of Coke. I don't have time. They think you are proud. No, sir. You are enough. You don't need any explanation from anybody. You enter a place where billionaires are sitting. Yes, you may not sit in the front seat, but you will sit majestically as a billionaire. Do you know why? Because you're enough. It's only a matter of time you be a billionaire. You stop accepting excuses from anybody. Depression leaves you. Why? Because you are enough. So 50 I'm enoughs in the morning, 50 I'm enoughs in the evening. The mathematics is that it takes you less than 1 minute to say that. I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I am 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 enough. Be counting it. I'm enough. You're brushing your teeth. I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough. I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough. I'm enough, I am 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 enough. I am enough, 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 I am enough. Let's go, let's do this. Before you sleep, I am enough, 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 I am enough. And you're dreaming that you're enough. You're dreaming you're driving a Ferrari, you're dreaming you're driving, you wake up, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough in Jesus' name, I'm enough, I'm enough, let's go, I'm enough. Now, whether you count it, because when you count it the first time, you will know the duration that it will take you, or you could use your watch. Keep saying it. So it's 6 a.m. I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough. It's 6:02. That means you've said more than 50 I'm enoughs. Can we do that, please? Because I've been seeing a lot of people struggle and it breaks my heart. And the reason it breaks my heart is it shouldn't be so. I've seen some of you are loyal to the business, you're loyal to the vision, you're loyal to yourself, you really want something more, you really want something big, you've been struggling and you're not getting results. Something's working against you. So let's remove that. You're not working against the vision of the house. So don't be disloyal to the vision of the house, okay? So that will remove that one. Then the other one can easily be solved, is you, right? Even if you're not having the energy to the business, you're not being energetic or focused, or you're procrastinating. It's coming from somewhere. Where is it coming from? You feel you're not enough. You feel that no matter what you do, you won't get results. So let's deal with it. But unfortunately, it will not be like this, all right? The change happens like this though, but the physical manifestation requires that it becomes a program to run you, all right? The only time it can be like this if I hypnotize you and you wake up tomorrow, you are like a god. You feel that you're enough. But I won't be able to do that to everybody. So, but thank God there's another way to self-hypnotize. So self-hypnosis is that you do it yourself, but then it works. Because when your subconscious mind tells you that you're enough, you can do and undo. So all leaders, there's an assignment you're going to do this week. All leaders. Take all of your existing team members. You're going to watch a movie, Top Gun Maverick, in the theater, right? Top Gun Maverick in the theaters. Every leader, you have to take your team members to the cinema within this week. Do not go to weekends. Go during the day. I think they're usually morning sessions and evening sessions, 4 p.m. sessions. Don't tell me that you are booking or booking. No. It's a mandate for all leaders. I'm saying this so that all partners, when you hear that you're going to the cinema, you go. And after watching that movie, you understand what I'm saying. You understand the power of the mind. When you believe that you're enough, everything becomes possible. Watch that movie. Is the best grossing movie in the history of movies. It's about to make Tom Cruise the highest paid more than Will Smith. That movie alone is a blockbuster. In fact, imagine a movie that Grant Cardone would recommend for people to watch. When you watch, you understand. Now, when you go there, go with your thinking pad. Write down. Some of you are not good with movies, all right? But just go anyway. Go with the team. Then after watching that movie, discuss it. All right? Choose any day. For leaders, choose any day. All right? This week. Don't let it pass this week. It's just an hour plus, 2 hours max movie. But watch it. It's powerful. It's a powerful movie. It teaches a lot of things. It teaches teamwork. All right. The reason it has to happen is because it borders on teamwork. all right, and how to not just believe in yourself, but imagine if you have a team of people that believe in themselves and you synergize, my goodness, this world cannot stand you. So this is going to be born out of when you begin to accept that you are enough. All right, when you begin to accept that, then you'll be able to work with a team. But if you feel that you're not enough, you can't even work with a team. You feel that you're too weak, you look down on yourself. People are not even looking down at you. In fact, they are looking at your shoe. You feel that they're looking down at you. They're looking at the buckle on your shoe that is nice, but you don't really like the shoe. They're looking at your shoe, but you're looking at them as if they're looking down on you. Do you know why? Because you're looking down on yourself. So all these things are encompassing. Go watch that movie, make it a date, but consult with it. I'm not saying you should watch it alone. If you've watched it before, go watch it again with the team. It's a mandate. It's taking you away from, it's not a money-making activity, but it is a destiny-making activity. It will define, it will help you to design your future. So I'm saying it in front of everybody now. Every leader, organize, put up a date and broadcast to your people. Let them come and go to the cinema with you. After watching that movie, you sit somewhere and discuss it. Get your pen and paper down. Any discussion, anything that you grab from that movie, discuss it. All right, anything, discuss it. You don't need to go back to the office. Somewhere in the cinema hall, put a chair together. Don't wait for your leader to pay for the cinema for you. It's 2,000, 1,000, whatever it is. Bring it and go watch a movie. All right. If you don't have to buy a popcorn. If you don't have money for popcorn, take water, drink, eat from your house before you go. Amen. But that has to be done. It's very important. There's a reason because you see this Dubai. God. If you don't qualify for this Dubai, now you do yourself. That's number one. Number two, remember that 10th of June is the last day for the WeCare project, and make sure that you make your contribution as now before it's too late. Any questions before we go? Ambassador?
Yeah, Ambassador.
Yeah.
I think I saw one. What can I do in a situation where those around you does not want to hear anything about networking?
Okay, what can I do if the people around me don't want to hear about network marketing? Follow our system. Follow our system, that's all. I guess this person is new, so go back to basics. Follow our system. We don't tell anybody it's network marketing. So how are they hearing it's network marketing? Do you understand? So how are they hearing, if not that you are telling them it's network marketing? We don't tell anybody it's network marketing. So how come you're telling them it's network marketing? Use our system. Because if you use our system, they will attend the presentation and they will understand that it has the DNA of network marketing, but this one is different too. I want to do this. All right. So I want you to also understand this, guys. Anywhere, any venture that is easy, you can't create wealth there. You can't have your financial breakthrough there. Anything that is easy, because everybody's doing it. And what everybody's doing, the value drops. So this business is still creating millionaires because it is not that easy. It is simple, straightforward, but it's not easy because it deals with human beings. So that means you have to learn how to become a consultant. Or you cannot be a consultant if you don't believe in yourself. You can't believe in yourself if you don't know and accept that you're enough. So if you're not enough, how can you believe yourself? You'll be looking down on yourself. So it starts from knowing that you're enough, then you believe in yourself, then you believe in the business, and then believe that you're going to step out there. People will join because of you, your belief in yourself, your audacity and confidence. All right, so it all starts from there. Any other question? Or is that the last?
Yes, none.
No, fantastic. So guys, my wish for you is that you go and succeed. We will not carry last. We will be the first. And because we are the first, we set the pace that others will follow. May you go and succeed this week. But every day must be successful. That I pray for you in Jesus' name. Let's go and conquer. God bless you guys.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. Can we all go to the comment section and begin to appreciate for this early morning, Monday morning, blessed week, inspiration, knowledge dissemination, mentorship, everything everything together. Go to your chat box. The title of the movie is Top Gun Maverick. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. I can see you, Chris Radajai. I can see Benedium Precious. I can see Adepoju Emmanuel, Millicent, Shadrach, Ajayi Paul, Madam Ola Ajayi. I can see Bernard, Stephen Osiada. Keep it coming. I appreciate mentorship. I appreciate sacrifice. I appreciate God's blessings and wisdom. I can see Douglas, Gladys, Madam Comfort, Mr. Emmanuel, Mary Balogun, Patience, Madam Olifumilayo Dosumo, Choma Blessing, everybody. Keep it coming. There's no need to rush. Keep it coming. Yes. Go ahead. You can see Madam Mr. Ganiyu, David, Helene, Madam Mr. Keredolu, Engineer Okoya, Misan. Keep it coming. Thank you. Appreciate, celebrate. Thank God for the wisdom. This is what La Buena Vida is. Mentorship, early morning. You are, having a do. I can see Efe, Rita Obi, Madam Gloria. Appreciate, celebrate. Thank God that you have someone who hold you by the hand. That is one of the ingredients of success. Yes, go ahead to appreciate. Go ahead to, yes, Bram. I can see Bram will be. Thank God for this, for such a blessing to us. Yes, because you are enough. You are enough. You are enough. While we get ready to take the declaration, so you will say it with every alacrity and power. So if you are ready to take the declaration, type, as I'm seeing, I can see Yamichi Success, Madam Udupe, Olodu Joseph. Type in the comment section, I'm ready. Madam Joyce Shilia, if you're ready to say, I'm ready. Because you are enough, we will take declaration now. So you put your hand on your chest and say, I'm enough. I'm ready to take declaration. Yes, keep it coming. Celebrate, appreciate. It's not easy. Most times leaders don't sleep. They are awake all the time. Just for you to advance to the next level. All right. Declaration. Type I'm ready. Type I'm ready. It's time for us to take our daily declaration. Don't forget that you are enough. All right. You are enough. So are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
All right. I am a world leader.
I am a world leader.
I'm creating the exact level of my financial success.
I am creating the exact level of my financial success.
I daily attract serious-minded leaders who will do business with me.
I daily attract serious-minded leaders who will do business with me.
I work in discipline and self-control.
I work in discipline and self-control.
I succeed in life because I constantly help others to succeed.
Succeed in life because I constantly help others to succeed.
My thoughts are governed only by things true, noble, pure, beautiful, and authentic.
My thoughts are governed only by things true, noble, pure, beautiful, and authentic.
Through my positive thought, I attract positive outcomes in life.
Through my positive thoughts, I attract positive outcomes in life.
A new cycle of victory, success, and prosperity has replaced the old cycle of poverty and failure.
A new cycle of victory, success, and prosperity has replaced the old cycle of poverty and failure.
I am blessed. I have no lack.
I am blessed. I have no lack.
I have more than enough to give over and above all my needs.
I have more than enough to give over and above all my needs.
Everyone I show my business will join me now or later.
Anyone I show my business will join me now or later.
I am bigger than any challenge that comes to me.
I am bigger than any challenge that comes to me.
I'm committed to constantly learning and growing.
Committed to constantly learning and growing.
With God by my side.
With God by my side.
And smart work, I will achieve all my dreams.
And smart work, I will achieve all my dreams.
I am a visionary leader.
I am a visionary leader.
Who are you?
I am a visionary leader.
Everybody shout, I am a visionary leader.
I am a visionary leader.
We don't just learn.
We do.
I am enough. Begin to shout, I am enough.
I am enough.
enough. I am enough. I am enough.
No.
So as you do your presentations this week, as you do your home launches, as you do your one-on-one, two-on-one, as you follow up, as you prospect, as you invite, remember that you are enough. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and God bless you.
You too.